Hey guys, what's up? You ever have one of those days where you're just thinking about random things like matchups or like what characters are popular, stages, blah blah blah, and there's random Smash stuff? I have those days pretty often. And I decided I wanted to make a video on one of these thoughts I've been having a lot, and that's just what happened to Ryu. Ryu used to be this character that came out about 8 months ago, and everyone's like, oh my god, this character is amazing! Top 5, sure he can kill you at below 70. Up till 0 to 1000 damage you with combos. Focus attack is broken because you can absorb a hit and escape for free. Big hitboxes, blah 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 blah. And now it's like, hey, Ryu. We haven't seen him in a while in a top 16 of any major tournament. Hey, Mr. R, what do you think of Ryu? And then Mr. R says, oh, not even top 10. Yeah, ask me what I think of Ryu. I think maybe top 10. Not even based on results, based more on just theory. And like, you always see top players being like, oh my god, Ryu's crazy anymore. It's kind of like, whatever, he's a good character. And so, what happened to him? Look at his results actually. And let's say you go to when Ryu first came out. Let's look at only like the... Actually, no. So, look at all tournament results since Ryu came out. And you see his results are actually pretty poor. Like, he's below DDD and Falco and Cloud in terms of just raw placings. Going to the top 16. Same thing, top 8. Same thing, actually he's a bit better in top 8. Top 1. A bit better. So as you get to higher levels of play and higher in the bracket, you see more Ryus. You go to like say a 400 value tournament, which is I think like a regional, and you see Ryu does pretty well. Now he's getting he's in with that top 10 of the cast in terms of results at like big tournaments. Top 8, top 10. Top whatever this is, 8 again. And so he's obviously good, especially at high/top levels of play. But at the same time, why haven't more people picked him up, I guess? Why did so many people drop him? We only have really Trella and 9B in terms of, established top players playing him. And 9B was one of the best players in Brawl, hands down. Easily best Ice Climbers player. Potentially the best player, actually. You could argue that. And, he gets 13th at Shiji tournament. He doesn't make it out pools at Genesis. Trella, I believe, is taking a break, but, his results have been ranging from good to alright. Top 17 at Genesis. Where is that result? Top 17 Genesis. That's a good result. Don't get me wrong, that's a very good result. 17th is amazing. But that was the highest placing Ryu at Genesis. We had a Ness in top 8. We had, 2 Zerosus, 2 Sheiks, Rosa. What other characters were there? A Fox with Larry. I think it was even DK Will got 17th at Donkey Kong. I think it was Meta Knight with Tyrus 9th or 13th. And just the point is, there are all these characters that we thought are worse or tied with Ryu getting significantly better placings than him. And the only other Ryu that really is notable in terms of placings is Venom, who's been getting between 1st and 4th all his tournaments in whatever it is, Montreal. I know he came to K-Tour once and got 4th, losing to me and False and beating Tweak. And, that's good, but just overall his results have not been great. I know Charlie got 4th at a 2GD tournament with all Ryu, and False got 2nd using a little bit of Ryu, but mostly Sheik. But that's it. It's not really impressive. You go just to big tournaments again, and look at all these not great placings. In fact, you go to older tournaments with Ryu, when he was closer to just coming out, let's say, 6 months ago about? Yeah, around the time he came out, a couple months after that. He had significantly better results. Significantly! Look at all these, single-digit results. And so, the question is, what happened to Ryu? We all thought he had a lot of potential, but why has he gone from potential S tier to A tier to probably B tier in most pro players' eyes? And I think it just came down to, as we learn how the character works more, we kind of realize his weaknesses are a lot more abusable than we thought. Like, we all thought, okay, big hitboxes, you know, lots of power, kill confirmed, focus armor, hard to stop, like, just pressure game, and now it's like, wait, he doesn't really have, like, that much, because recovery, pretty poor, edge guardable, you know, landing options are pretty weak against most of the top tiers, because most top tiers either have multi-hitting aerials in the first place, like Rosalina and Sheik, to stop his focus armor, and therefore pretty much stop all his landing options. You can honestly just frame trap his landing options pretty easily. His fall speed's not great, his air movement isn't great, side B isn't a good escape tool, he doesn't have like a good move to hit below him, and a lot of times you can just like do a fast fall aerial, and then he has to air dodge it or focus it. If he focuses it, you get a free hit with another aerial or a multi-hit aerial and punishes it. If he air dodges, by the time his air dodge is over and he can do something, your next aerial came out and hit him. You know, neutral, his approach is mostly jumping aerials. And sort of like how Yosu loses, he loses the same way where, because he can't really approach with grounded moves, especially Ryu with his lack of ground speed, you can kind of just wait for the jump and shield it and punish it, or outspace it with punish it, or just challenge it directly. You know, you just know that Ryu can't really run at you as an approach. You can run shield, but just don't get caught by run shield into up tilt / down tilt, because those moves have no range, and he has bad movement speed. He can roll you, but that's not really that good. Like, Zero Suit has much better approach options on the ground, and you don't see her do many grounded approaches, because they're not that good. So, Ryu in comparison can't really do that much. Even though his aerials are very good, they're still punishable because of aerials. And I think within that lies the core of why Ryu has fallen so much, is because unless there's some like secret like way to play neutral, like involves using tilts and like all this crazy stuff, he's not going to be a scary approacher. And going with the lack of speed, you can just run away. If I go Battlefield, I will just platform camp him until I see an opening. Especially if Luma's gone. Just, oh, yeah, no Luma. Platform camp, platform camp, platform camp. 13 seconds later, okay, I can fight him again. Let me just wait for an opening to land. I go to FD, oh, he's chasing me. Let me just run across the other side, jump across him, jump around him, over him. Do safe back airs, because at worst they'll trade, at best I'll just do a safe back air on a shield. And because he's so slow, he can't really punish it. And like, just etc, etc. Smash Fight can't do anything. His Hadouken isn't really like a good pressure tool because it's slow and doesn't give him combos and lots of cooldown. In fact, you can just jump over it and punish him freely. You know, his grab game is bad, so you don't really want to shield versus Ryu anyway because of shield break and just like shield stun. But the idea is if he grabs you, it's not a big deal. So he doesn't have a good outshield punish outside Shoryuken, which has very low range, surprisingly. And yeah, I think that's just what happened to him. Why I don't see him much anymore. I think he's still a good character. I just think when he came out as DLC, we vastly overrated him because of his strengths. And I bring this up also because, you know, Bayonetta came out. Everyone's like, oh my god, Bayonetta is top, like, 1, 2, 3, whatever. And she's really good, don't get me wrong. But I'm not ready to place a judgment on her that, oh yeah, she is best in the game or like top 3. Like, I'm pretty sure she's somewhere in like that top 5. Both said that about Ryu. So, you know, take that for granted. Give it a few months. See if her results get better or worse or just stay the same. And, yeah. So, do I think we're going to see more Ryu in the metagame? I honestly think he'll drop as time goes on. Because no one's really putting the time into him. Like, I think I said this, that Charlotte's taking a break, you know. Nami's the only other really notable Ryu player left playing him. And it's like, you know, no other top players want to pick him up. Why would you pick him up when you could pick up, you know, Bayonetta or Cloud or Mario or Rosalina or Sheik or Zero Suit or all these other characters that just have a more balanced game plan with less abusable weaknesses. He's still a character I think could take top 8 at National solo. Just gonna be hard with him. So yeah, that's kind of my, I guess, summary on what happened to Ryu. If you guys like this video, I may be doing more content like this in the future. This is my first time doing like, just, I guess, a metagame analysis video, talking about like a certain character and what happened to him and why they dropped or rose in placements or whatever. And until then, see you guys in the next video.